Welcome to Writer's Workshop.
The writing process has 5 steps.
Pre-writing is the first stage of writing. It's when you write your ideas down.
Drafting is the second stage of writing. It means it's time to write it down. You're writing what you're going to say in your story down. And unlike drafting, you're writing the real story. I'm horrible at them.
No, you're not. So what's drafting, Victoria?
Drafting is when it's time to write it down.
Revising is the third stage of writing. It's when you have to take your ideas that aren't very good and you have to make them into sentences to make them more strong. So, for example, if I said, I like chicken, it's not that good. So you might say, I like chicken because it's all soft and it feels like meat and I love meat. So you might say that. And that's why you go back and revise things before you editing and all that stuff. So you have to do revising, otherwise your writing is complete horrible. Editing is the fourth stage of the writing process, and you correct things and make them more neat. You add capitalization, you add punctuation.
Well, hopefully you already had those things in there,
Yeah.
but you correct yourself at that time, right? Can you give me an example of something that you changed during the editing stage?
Like if I spelled a word wrong, I would go back and fix it. Like if I spelled school wrong, I would go back and fix it, and then I would go to the publishing stage.
Publishing is the last stage of writing. It's where you do your final copy and your neatest handwriting and display. I learned in the writing process how to do automatopoeia with lead. Like an automatopoeia is vroom vroom.
Can you say that again?
Vroom vroom.
Okay. And how would you define what onomatopoeia is?
It's a sound. It's a sound with an action.
How does that make your writing better to use that onomatopoeia?
So people know what the sounded like. I'm in my writer's notebook right now. I'm working on a story called Super Canna, and it's about a girl who tries to stop some villains from stealing all of the money in the bank and using it for like machines so they can rob a whole bunch of other stores without being seen or something.
Where'd you get that idea from?
It's just that like sometimes I kind of think of stories in my head and then I get an idea of writing it down and publishing it.
What do you like about writing the most?
That you can like go into your own world and use your imagination a lot.
Thank you. What do you do in Writer's Workshop?
It's where you go to your seat and write.
What do you do when you're finished writing?
You just keep on writing. You go into a new story or you continue an old story.
Can you tell us about something that you've worked on this year in writing that you've enjoyed?
I enjoyed my special place and free writing when you finish.
What is there something that you're working on in your free writing time that you'd like to share what it's about?
I finished all my stories. I was working it on a different notebook.
Can you tell us what it was about?
It was about this person that was trying to save this. I got it from a commercial. It was
Wonderful.
about a team who was trying to save the world from monsters that came from Mars, and they have to try and destroy their base.
What a creative mind, and you're using your resources, getting ideas from commercials. That's fabulous, Paul. Thumbs up for writing. Let's give thumbs up. All right.
I learned how to replace words and turn them into strong verbs. In my paragraph, I replaced love with the door. I just looked in the thesaurus and found love and there were other meanings in the thesaurus. I chose a door, and that's how I learned how to replace and put a strong. That's how I replaced a word and put a strong verb into it.
What I learned doing the special place paragraph is to make complete sentences on my writing.
We hope